Hi folks, so the homework question that you have tonight is this one here based on what's known as the Mitre logo, okay? So it's a little logo based on a football brand. So it says here, the Mitre logo is based on an isosceles triangle on its sides. The inner shape is offset from the outer shape by 5 mil. What that means is we kind of have two triangles, the grey one and the yellow one, and there's a little 5 millimeter gap, so that's the offset, and there's a 5 millimeter gap from the yellow one to the blue one. Redraw the shape to the given dimensions. So what we're going to do is, to start off, I'm going to draw it here. We're going to start with a construction line going horizontally across and a vertical line at the end, okay? And we're going to measure a distance of 40 plus 90, which adds up to 130. So on your sheet, you're going to start off, as I said, vertical line. Don't worry about where the line is, and roughly in the middle of that line, draw a line out like that. Now, what we're going to do then is we're going to measure distances from this point here, which is going to be our start point. We're going to measure a distance. I'm going to zoom in here now. A distance of 40 plus 90. So 40 to start off, plus 90, 4 plus 9 is 13, 130. Okay, that's my setup. A vertical line going horizontally across, and I'm measuring 40 plus 90 because that's going to be the tip then. Now, I'm just going to extend this up a little bit further. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back here, and what we're going to do then is we're going to make the overall shape of the triangle, just the outline. We can clearly see that the angle inside here is 44 degrees, okay, for this guy. Now, essentially what that means is that the angle on the outside is the exact same as well. Just because the inside one is 44 degrees, the angle on the outside is also going to be 44 degrees because the lines are parallel. That means the angle of the yellow guy is also 44. Now, because the line in the middle is splitting it, what's half of 44? It's 22. So that's what we're going to do. So we need our protractor for this. Here's our center point where we're going to be measuring from. You get the center point of your protractor and you sit it onto the line. And make sure then that the center point sits on the point that you want to measure from. The zeros need to rest. You can see my zeros there, they're sitting on the line, so I'm accurate in measurement. Now I'm reading from the left hand side and I'm going to measure up 22 degrees. So 10, 20, 21, 22. So there's the 22 degrees going upwards. Now I have to flip it over and I have to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Happy with that. Reading this way this time, 0, 10, 20. 20 is here. 21, 22. And there's my 22 degrees as well. And now that I've that done, I can draw in my outer triangle. And there we go. Okay, so what we have, as you can see, is the outline of the triangle. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to start drawing the inner triangle, okay, where there's an offset of 5 mil. Okay, so the easiest way to do that, and then I'm going to focus on this little bit inside here in a second. So, easiest way to do that is this. What you're going to start off with is there's an offset of 5 mil. So from this line here, I'm going to measure out 5 millimeters. From this line here, I'm going to measure in 5. Now don't measure in 5 millimeters like this, you need to do it like this. And then the same from this line, I'm going to measure in 5 millimeters. Now, this is going to help us. You can see the little marks there, 5 mil in, 5 mil, and 5 mil. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use a method of sliding set squares. Okay? So the line I want to copy is this one here on the top. So, starting with your set square on that line, doesn't matter which set square you use, put it on the line like this. You can take your other set square and put it to the side here like this, hold that one steady and slide it down until it gets to that mark there. So really easy. Now that I've that done, there's my 5 millimeter offset. I'm going to do the same thing down here with this line. So put your set square on the line you want to copy. Think of it like copy and paste. Want to copy the angle. Put your other set square underneath it, as you can see I'm doing here. And then hold the one underneath steady, slide it along till you get your 5 millimeter mark. and it should be accurate, and you can see it is. And then finally, going to zoom back in here. I'm going to do my vertical line here, and that gives me my little offset. Okay, so that's kind of the rough shape so far. We've just done two triangles. Okay, we've got the outside one and the inside one. Now we have to get this little section here, as you can see. So we need to get this guy. Now what's the relationship of that line there and these lines? Well, they're all at 22 degrees, so we can use our protractor, but the easiest thing to do is just continue from this point here. We're just going to continue with our sliding set squares. So once again, use any of the lines you want to copy. I'm going to use this one, like that. I'm going to hold my set square here to the side of it. I'm going to slide it down until it gets to the point in the middle. Okay, that's that one. Now I want to do the same for this one down here. So put it on the line you want to copy. Put this guy and slide it across. Okay, and there we go, and you can start to see it taking shape there. Now what we have is another little 5mm gap, so there's a little gap there of 5mm. That's the little offset, and we have to replicate that as well. So how do I do that? I'm going to zoom in here now. Easy way I can do that is from this one, from this line right here, measure out 5mm, and from this line I could also measure out 5mm. Okay, same thing, sliding set squares. It's a good question for sliding set squares. Put it on the line you want to copy. I'm just always copying the one above. Put the other set square beside it. Slide your set square down, keep it steady until it goes to the point. And there we go. Do the same with this one. Down here. Put your other set square underneath it, as you can see here. Slide it along until it goes to the point. And there we go. And that's the actual question done. It's just the case now of heavying in the right information. So I'm going to heavy in the outline. So there's the outline heavied in. Now I'm going to heavy on the inside. And there we go. So as you can see, what we've completed there is the Mitre logo. Okay, so a lot of sliding set squares in that one, guys. Hope you find that helpful.